All right now. Hello, Gems. Hi, how are you guys? I wanted to come and do a special love reading for the Geminis because I have a lot of Gemini in my chart. And let's do a love reading. If you guys want your own personal private reading or either spiritual work, the link to my website is below. Spirit guides, what messages do you have for the Gemini? I'm trying to get her back. Gemini sun, moon, and rising. What messages do you have for Geminis today about their love life for 2019? Okay. Now I'm going to tell you something, Gemini. I already feel like I'm going to see something about some insecurity. Maybe even some manipulation. And let me tell you something. When folks is trying to get their life together, your little petty problems means nothing to them. Okay, just to let you know. For example, let's say that somebody is trying to quit drinking or something, or quit smoking. You know, you stressing them out is not going to help. So I can already sense that. The insecurity, the financial difficulty because of that insecurity, because, you know, insecurity plays out a lot. Look, there's change coming. You guys have to change. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. You got a pair. Okay. The Empress. There's the insecurity, the Two of Coins. Hot and cold, off and on, up and down. Four of Swords. You don't need to go exercise. You need to go meditate. Insecurity. Inability to rise above the insecurity. Insecurity again. Problems at work because of that. Problems with your income because of it. Because of insecurity. And it's affecting both your love life and your money. You need to stop being under mind control. People are able to turn you on and off like a switch. You do whatever they want you to do. Okay? Geminis are air signs. You're way too insecure for what you're trying to do. The relationship that you're dealing with is not going to last because you're too insecure. Okay? You're too insecure. And the Four of Swords comes up because you need to either get some sleep or to get some rest or something. You need to also get over your PTSD. What, you know, maybe any anxiety that you may have, because it you know, I feel as though it's some kind of mental illness. You know, this is actually the illness card. Yeah, it does represent peace and healing depending on the surrounding cards. But you got the Nine of Coins in the reverse position. If you're having financial difficulty to that capacity, then you need to stop looking for love and look for yourself. Because nobody wants to be with a person that does not have what is needed to survive. And nobody's going to put your insecurity needs, because what you're doing is you're feeding and you're taking. You got to stop doing that. Okay, because nobody is going to stay with you. Everybody going to leave you. You got to quit allowing subconscious, your fear and your subconscious to control you. There's an insecurity that goes all the way probably back to the womb, but then looking at about the age of 2 years old, and some sort of issue with your mother. That's why the Empress comes up. Maybe your mother had the same issue and relationships were hard because that person was insecure. Insecurity has no place in a family, in a relationship. It belongs either maybe in a prison, in a jail cell. It don't belong out here in the real world and with your family and the people that you're dealing with. Back and forth, up and down. You ain't gonna keep nobody like that. You're not gonna keep no Empress. You're not gonna keep this person. And then I can see somebody very successful that you're dealing with, and you may or may not be calling them at work. They're at work, they're trying to work, and you're calling them, interrupting them while they work. How are they going to pay their bills? Are you going to do it? No, because you're too busy being insecure. I'm telling you, this is an empathic reading, what I can sense for the Geminis today for 2019. You can get mad at me if you want. It's the reality of it. Okay, this is affecting most Geminis. If you're a person that's dealing with them, you don't want to deal with it because it's way too much up and down, way too much emotions and insecurity out of nowhere. And see, to an empath, that's not cool. See, empaths are actually very strong people. We'll look at you like you crazy. You got to go. Because you don't know how to make no money, and that person needs to make money. You sitting at home talking about you sick, you disabled possibly, but you're feeling insecure about your mate working. Do you not be, you want to kill yourself? You want to starve to death? There's problems and repairs that need to be done. These are two spirit guides talking about your root chakra. Got a pair that came out. Okay, which means you got to get it together. And so, you know what? This is what I want to say to you. When you do that up and down thing too many times, people will walk away, and they will walk away from you forever. And you cannot blame them. Do not go around spreading rumors about them. Now, let's do a current, past, and future with the Witch's Tarot deck. A lot of y'all messing up. Y'all relationships, y'all allowing y'all insecurities to get the best of you. You messing up the money. You trying to mess up the money. Ain't nobody gonna let you affect their career. I know I wouldn't. I wouldn't let you affect my career if I was dating a Gemini, which I'm not. Spirit compelled me to come and do this reading because, you know, all that flip-flopping, somebody will say, hey, you gonna do this again? You gotta go. You're gonna ask the spirits, because Geminis have a tendency to go up and down, back and forth, which way, sideways. Oh, I'm feeling insecure. No, you're feeling insecure because you feel like a failure. Don't have nothing to do with whether or not somebody, you know, if you hate on your significant other's career, they should never look at you again in your face, and they should slap you in your face. Anybody, I don't care if you're a Gemini, if you're a Libra, if it's a Leo, if you are consciously trying to ruin your mate's career, you do not deserve them. You're a problem. You're a serious problem. And people that are insecure like that will bring down empires because of their little person syndrome. Spirit guys, show me current, past, and future for the Geminis. I'm just telling y'all late but straight. This is what Spirit wanted me to tell you. You either get it together or quit bothering people talking about you love them, because you don't love yourself. You cannot love someone else when you don't love yourself. Gemini, you got a very important message coming. 9 of Wands comes up in the current. That represents at current, you winning. You're moving forward, but in the past, you got a blockage, see? King of Wands showed back up with the Witch's Tarot, but only he's in the reverse position. So this is a problem at your root chakra that you need to fix. 7 of Wands is reversed. So somebody else has control over you. Okay. Now in the future, guess what you get? You get the 10 of Pentacles reversed and the 5 of Pentacles reversed. So remember I told you that when you try to create insecurity within yourself, you create it in your partner and in your household. So a lot of y'all Geminis are going to be having financial difficulty coming up here, and you're going to be feeling like you don't have enough to cover. You're going to be having some financial difficulty because of your insecurity. Oh my God, I'm getting ahead. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared to see myself or anybody else get ahead in life. I'm scared. And this is what you're doing to the person or the people that you're in relationships with. This is the problem that you're having. You create insecurity, you create anxiety, you create the problem, you're creating it, and then you're affecting people because of your negative energy. You got the 5 of Pentacles reversed. So there's financial problems coming up for you guys because of that, if you don't get it together. And the 9 of Wands is actually a very powerful card, because the 9 of Wands represents having the energy of perseverance. Some of y'all are allowing someone else to control you. Oh, I'm mad. I'm upset. Oh, I can see that you're having a good show, so I'm going to bug you and call you through the show and start arguments with you. You know, and things like that. Oh, I'm going to cause problems even though I don't pay your bills. Bye. But bye now. Don't call me anymore. I won't deal with you. Because a lot of people like that, it looks like there's some destitute energy here. There's a family problem. A lot of you Geminis have generational hexes on you. It's been causing financial difficulty, and it's also been causing health problems. Your nerves is bad. You're making the people around you nerves bad. Okay, do the responsible thing. Listen to some grounding and healing frequencies. Okay, light you some candles. Meditate. Stop attacking people because of your insecurity. It has nothing to do with them, and they're not responsible for it. Okay, and you know, I'm just going to tell you this. Let me tell you something. If I were dating you, I would just dump you. It's just over, because I'm a sensitive and I'm an empath, and I don't bring that kind of destitution into my circle. You can't be in my circle if you destitute and crazy, and 1 minute, you hear and you lovey-dovey and you, oh yeah, and you sensual, and the next minute, oh my God, I feel insecure. Why? Oh, you're at work. And then especially if you a man and you don't pay my bills, it's over. You mess with me one time at work and it's over. Clarify 10 of Pentacles reversed. Feel like a lot of you are dating Geminis. You're probably cross-watching this, which is why you're very quiet in the chat. You're dating Geminis, and the problem is that they feel insecure by your success. So a lot of you Geminis are having that problem, or either vice versa. Well, then check your energy then. Quit turning on. Quit. Then also, this could be alcoholism too. So a lot of y'all might be suffering from some kind of family disease that involves alcoholism. And that's not going to get you nowhere either. Nobody's gonna stick around for that. You're going to end up left out in the cold, wondering why nobody wants to love you this winter. You know, and especially somebody like me, I'm a go-getter. Okay, and I'm not going to sit down and take a seat and hide behind a man ever. You would have to have a lot of money. You would have to have a lot of money for me to, and money. I'm not to be bought. I got my own money. So, hello, Castor and Pollux. Hello. So I don't do that. And I let me tell you something, especially if you're a man and you're feeling any, you know what? Screw that. A male or a female that's being insecure. You're doing a pattern in relationships that you probably saw your parents do, and you're taking it into your relationships, and it fucking sucks. That's not the way people do relationships. Drama and insecurity and creating drama. Oh, I'm going to put a female or a male in front of you, and then I'm going to watch you or hope that you feel insecure so that I can respond accordingly, so that you can constantly be on this cycle of bullshit. No, Gemini, no. No. Now, I don't have Gemini in my sun or my moon. I'm sorry, my rising is Leo. My sun is Cancer. And hold on, guys. And my moon is Virgo. So I don't do insecurity. And I don't do somebody trying to mess up somebody's money. I think that people that try to mess up somebody's livelihood and prosperity, I believe that those people deserve to very, very, let me just put it like this, very harsh punishment. I believe that those people deserve very harsh punishment. You got this going on inside of your relationship and it's dysfunctional and it's a hex. You probably got a generational hex. And whenever you got a generational hex, you just like a rat on a wheel. That's all you are to that hex, is a rat on the wheel. You just going in the same, doing the same thing, repeating the same thing over and over again that does not produce what you want it to produce. Being insecure is never going to produce a family. It's never going to produce stability. It's never going to do it. So why do you want to do it? I feel as though it is your father. Because the king, if it would have been the queen, but you got the king of wands. It could be your mother. It could be, but I feel like it came from the root chakra, somewhere from your dad. And it's just insecurity. And, you know, silly little values like women can't work or men are only supposed to do this for a living or that. You know what? I am an artist. I'm not only an artist, but I'm an alchemist, and I practice witchcraft, and I'm a healer, and I wear many hats, and I do spells for people, and I don't deal with people like that. So Gemini, I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know who's gonna love that. So I'm sorry. This is the way spirits wanted me to give you this message. If this message upsets you, then I must be telling the truth. You need to humbly accept the advice that was given to you today. And I mean it, because it's affecting a lot of you. And I feel like it's because you're air sign people that y'all can be easily manipulated and mind controlled. Okay, you can be easily manipulated and mind controlled because of the air. And like for me, for example, I've got Mercury. There's a couple of different, I've got Mercury, I've got Gemini in my Mercury. There's a couple of other places, 2 or 3 places in my chart. So I have the intellect of a Gemini, but I don't have the emotions of a Gemini. Because you guys have, you guys, or a lot of Geminis are very, very insecure. And you can tell that you are. And what it does is it does turn into narcissism. You're being taken advantage of by the narcissistic demon. a lot of Geminis. And Geminis are very important because they rule over communication. But if you're messing up and you're not, because you guys should be better than that. But when you think about it, if you got a lot of air in your chart, so you need to get a chart reading. You need to have somebody read it and let you know so that you can start grounding yourself, because that makes no sense for somebody to be that insecure. And especially when I'm at work, anybody that I'm dealing with, any male, they already know, don't mess with me when I'm at work. And if you do that, I'm gonna cut you off quicker than you can say hello or goodbye. For real, I don't play that because we grown. Okay. So I wanted to come and do this love reading real quick for 2019. This is for 2019. Now let's see if somebody new is coming in. Spirit guides, what messages do you have for the single Geminis? Hold on, guys. I need to take a quick bathroom break real quick because I've been drinking a bunch of water. So just bear with me. Listen to this Samadhi, relax mind, body. It's music for grounding. I'll be right back. The hell? Okay, I am back. Everybody in this world that has any kind of success has a social standing. When you have a person that is trying to make their mate look bad in the public so that other people won't talk to them, that person needs to be dumped. They don't need to be around. If your lover or your significant other feels comfortable, with certain things that you know what I'm saying, or they're comfortable with trying to make you look bad or trying to embarrass you or something like that. Okay, I'm trying to find something, you guys, but it looks like I am lost. Okay, that's fine. So let's look at if Gemini has a lover coming up. Okay, for the single spirits, for the single Geminis, where is the new love coming in? Okay, Okay, any new love coming for the Geminis coming up in the next couple of months? What are you seeing in the next couple of months for the Geminis for new love? When you get this new lover, please don't do that to them. Please don't question them and say, oh, you're cheating on me, aren't you? Every 5 minutes, you're cheating on me. No, I'm not. Uh-oh. The House of Cards is getting ready to come down. You got somebody right here that's very manipulative that you probably don't want to deal with. But then the Tower card comes up, which represents destiny and fate. So I do feel as though a lot of you are going to meet somebody that are single. You're going to be meeting somebody somewhere around April. There's a new person coming in. Okay, they come in as the Tower. Okay, now I can also see at the same time a lot of you Geminis are getting rid of a very manipulative person, which could be yourself. Okay, you could be the manipulative person. I'm doing fine, Rochelle. How are you? Hey, Carol. Okay. What messages do you have for Gemini about that situation? Let's look. Clarify the Tower as well. We're going to clarify that Tower because definitely something is going to happen. Quick, unexpected change. Up, see? 9 of Cups. So it looks like it's a water sign. Oh my goodness, I can see them. They're so loving. They're so compassionate. They're so empathic. They're so sensitive, you know, and they're coming in. Oh Lord, I feel sorry for them, Gemini. You ain't gonna treat them right. I damn near want to tell this person to leave y'all alone. Up. Insecurity. So the person that's coming in, they got money. They have a very good job, or either they have their own business and they're doing very well. You can't seem to make ends meet ever for some reason. But aside from, y'all like it blunt and hard, right? So I'm going to give it to you blunt and hard. You're insecure. Your insecurity is going to cause problems in the relationship. Okay, Temperance. So Temperance represents, you know, not rushing into it. But then again, also, there's a codependent energy here with the Temperance. Okay, and then the 10 of coins came back up. So I can see this person, Gemini, as being somebody that you can have a long-term relationship. But I can see like, I can see a couple of years of hell. And I feel like because the Temperance card is when you like need to go to rehab or something. You need to figure out a different way of either looking at things or feeling things or something, because, you know, you're just going to continue to tear people down and just continue, like, you know, out like every day, like why can't it be several months that go by without an incident, without an, you know, an upset? But no, it's every other day. You guys are up and down. One day you're very happy, then you don't appreciate that, because the problem is really your lack of appreciation and your narcissism. Facts. The reason why you can't appreciate your loves is because you yourself have a problem with narcissism. Okay. And you're not necessarily ready to just be happy. You know, you're still out there trying to figure things out. You haven't made it to that place yet, a lot of you. And, you know, getting into a relationship, is not going to fix your problems. Why you keep thinking that? Sex is not going to fix your problems. Having sex is not going to keep a relationship. Having good sex, having very deep sex, having very passionate sex is not going to hold your relationship together. It's not enough. Love and sex is not enough to sustain a relationship or a life. You have to have balance. You have to have the intellect for it. He in and out, Jim and Cap. You know, and it's like 1 minute, and you know what? It is manipulation. It is. You're being manipulative is what you're doing. You're manipulating your partners because you're constantly in need of attention. Temperance card represents when somebody needs a bunch of attention, constant attention. I don't want nobody else to get any attention but me. I want to be the center of the universe. I don't, you know, and it's like, that's impossible. What do you want that person to do? Sit there and starve to death? And you think that person ain't supposed to pick themselves up and go to work and go out there and do what they're supposed to do? So that's what that represents. Temperance represents that, when somebody can't, and then also insecurity added to it. Also, temperance can represent being in competition with your partner. Big mistake, man. You know what? You mixing it up. You mixing it up. You are. You at war with everybody around you, and you ain't supposed to be at war with the people that you have personally in your life. Okay? You're not supposed to be at war with them people. You're supposed to be at war with the enemy, but instead you are becoming the enemy. And then also you're very controlling, insecure, and controlling. The temperance card can represent somebody that's controlling, possessive, and you don't even appreciate them anyway, because when you get them, when you're able to fool them enough to take you in, then that's when they see the other face that comes out of the Gemini. But I feel as though it may be manifesting way too much. Every other day, you ain't gonna never have no good career doing that. Your energy is all over the place. Your solar plexus is in and out. And so that's why Rochelle Jones, you said he in and out. Exactly. Exactly. He's in and out. That's what they do. Is 1 minute they there, next minute they not. 1 minute they there, next minute they not. And then they're, you know, and I've noticed, you know, a couple of them trying to disable me, like literally disenfranchise me, but they don't have no money to pay my bills or to afford my lifestyle. So what are you even coming at me for? I've had 2 Gemini guys. I have a child with a Gemini. I have an 18-year-old son. My baby daddy is a Gemini. Okay, that's why I can speak from personal experience. He tried to ruin my life. He tried to ruin my reputation because he didn't want to see me go anywhere. Because that's just I have no idea. You know, and when these men go out and they do stuff like that, because we've seen Geminis, a lot of them, they go straight out in the media, social media, as well as to their family and friends, and they get to talking about you. As soon as you make them bad, up and down, it's because of their own insecurity. And you sitting there in your space to see as an empath and a psychic, I can't deal with no shit like that. I'm a high priestess. I can't be up and down. You got to be a solid person to fuck with me. Excuse my language. Get rid of obsession with black colors. Get rid of that person. Whichever one of y'all have a wrench. Get rid of that person. If you don't like the truth, then stay out of the chat room. It's the truth. It's what you're doing. It ain't got nothing to do with personal, honey. And yeah, just because I spoke from personal experience, y'all saw it. It wasn't even just like y'all saw how Geminis do. As soon as they feel insecure, they want to go and try to make you feel insecure. And then all of a sudden they're talking about you and doing all kind of weird stuff because you did nothing, literally, but probably went to work and did your job. They calling you at work, watching you, you know, pulling up outside your job. Don't get mad at me. I've been getting stalked by a Gemini for the past 18 years. I got a child with one of them. I ain't really got too much. I'll do Tauruses. I do this randomly. I might do the Tauruses. I wanted to come and do this because I have a lot of Geminis in my life. I have I have one other Gemini that still affects me because I have a child with him. And this is consistently, his insecurity affected my child. So this ain't got nothing to do with that. It just so happens that I know what I'm talking about, and I'm speaking from personal experience. I don't have you trying to make it seem like the Gemini problem is my problem. It's the Geminis that are having the problem. So we can tell that that's a Gemini that's mad. I don't know what to tell you guys. If you know, and we know that what I'm saying is the truth because you're trolling. Because you're trolling. We know that what I'm saying is the truth because of that. And you can't handle the truth. It creates a cognitive dissonance, which you gonna get the truth whether or not you like it or not. Now, what I will tell you is that I do see a positive into this. The 10 of coins comes up in the upright position, which means that perhaps this person that's coming up, they are going to have the power to change you or to help you realize what your potential is. Okay, because when years ago, I got involved with somebody and I had to learn to stop being so emotional and insecure. I speak from personal experience because my chart is filled with Gemini, and I used to be an insecure person. I wasn't insecure. I was narcissistic. I used to be narcissistic. There, I said it. I used to be, but not to that degree. Okay, not to that degree of some of the narcissistic people that I've seen. But I used to be one of them type of people that I went through a negative phase in my life. And, you know, I would just say anything to my partners. You know, I was in love with this guy and I you know, threatened him and stuff. And, you know, ever since then, he never looked at me the same. And, you know, in my intelligent mind, I know that loose lips sink ships. And I know that that was the reason why he, you know, he did what he did because of what I said to him. And will never be able to repair that. And you got to understand that you can't expect people to just continue to look at you like you're their lover when you're acting like they're your enemy, literally sleeping with the enemy, literally. And all you can do is just, you're detached. They're detached. They're not even, Geminis don't even do that because they're hurt. They do it because they're supposed to. It's not that you're actually hurt. It's your ego that's hurt. It's the fact that you're jealous of your partner. This represents jealousy too. You can be jealous of somebody's money. Oh, why does this person have this? And why does this person, you know, and to be honest with you, it don't even, like, a lot of people on here think that it's got something to do with views. I got people that get hundreds of thousands of views that are jealous of me. I got people on YouTube that have millions of followers and they are jealous of Tarot Queen Jamila. So following and live viewers and that ain't got nothing to do with it. Because YouTube don't show my live views. When I end this hangout, it's going to say over 100-something playbacks. So I don't know why I don't do that. Yeah, just the up and down, nobody can stay centered that way. And the people that you're trying to be with, they're centered. You want people that are centered and that are balanced and that are not insecure and that will love you. But then again, you're not willing to give it in return. You want it, but you can't give it. So you want something that you can't have, but the only reason is because you can't give it to yourself. And you refuse to give it to yourself. And when somebody tells you the truth, you go, oh no. Oh no, I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just the smartest person in the world. But if all of your lovers told you the same thing, did all of them tell you the same thing? Or you may be young and just starting out, and maybe only one person told you that. How long are you going to torture yourself like this? This is ridiculous. Nobody's getting any younger. Okay. Well, actually, some of us are. No. Thank you. And you know what? I heard a Gemini the other night, and this Gemini was like, you know what? I'm bold, and I just say it, and and I don't hold my tongue. And not bold. What was it? It wasn't bold. That sounds kind of weird. Um, Basically brash and just, outward, just, what's the word? Y'all know what word I'm looking for when somebody don't hold their tongue. Well, guess what? You needed to receive this message just like this, especially when you bring a woman, you'll bring another woman or a man before your mate. And they won't give you a reaction because they told you, I'm not going to give you a reaction to this anymore. I'm not. And they told you that. And they told you that. And then you did it again just so that they could get jealous. And then when you saw that they didn't get jealous, you got upset. But you still went around to all your friends and bragged that your woman was jealous or your man was jealous. Girl, he's so jealous. Yeah, man, she be going crazy over me, man. I be having her going crazy. This person will leave you. They will leave you because that is not good for anybody's energy. Like, I'm just telling y'all that because I'll leave you. I'll leave you. You said no tact. They don't have no tact. You know what? This is what I will tell you. Like I said, I've got elements of Gemini in my chart. I'm going to go pull it up real quick because I have like a couple of different positions of Gemini. And so I actually used to have that problem. I actually used to freaking have that problem. And then, and you know what? Now, when I was with one of my exes, I have actually been in a physically abusive relationship to where, I don't get in men's faces and stuff. I don't fight with men. I don't fight with men. So it's a lie if somebody told you that we can argue online, but at the end of the day, I'll let you deal with my dog. I have a dog back there that's very protective over me. The Zeldam is very protective over her mommy, and she will bark at you and she will get you. Yeah. Yeah. So let's take a look at my birth chart real quick. My Lilith is in Gemini. My Jupiter, and see your Lilith is your fascination and denial. So with that Lilith in Gemini, yeah, I do refuse to fit into society. And it's not that I have to fit in, but I do have to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, or they can protest against everything. I don't do that. Okay. My Jupiter is in Gemini, and your Jupiter is your transformation, regenerate. I'm sorry, no, that's Pluto. My Pluto is Libra, which is the reason why I'm so fascinating to myself. Okay, hold on. Or to other people. Okay, Jupiter in Gemini controls your happiness, your optimism, your expansion. So this is one of the reasons why I do very well in business, is because my Jupiter is in Gemini. And Jupiter is actually connected with your money. I listen to Jupiter frequency to bring in money fast. That's what you want to, listen to if you want to bring in money fast. So this is why I am a dynamic person. I'm an excellent communicator. Always have been, always have articulated myself. And, I'm tired of getting into these relationships with these people where I'm forced to, act like I'm in the jungle. Like, come on now. Let's keep it real freaking. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of all that. I'm an intelligent person, man. Treat me as such. And I know that a lot of these men out here, they don't want no intelligent women. And, they get angry and disturbed by them when the woman is saying something that, oh, well, you're a woman. What are you talking about? I will never be with a man like that. Don't try to shut me up. Don't try to interrupt me when I'm talking. And if you tell me to shut up, I'm just going to ask you to leave. If you don't leave, then I'll leave. So I don't do that. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why I am the way I am when it comes to business, you know, and wealth and success. That's why I'm successful, because I have a Gemini and Jupiter. Now, my Mercury is in Gemini as well. Okay, so I've got Gemini all in the right places. And those of you that are either Gemini moon or Gemini sun, y'all need to figure out what's going on with y'all love life, because it's you know, I'm gonna tell y'all something. For the past 2 or 3 years, all I saw was Geminis having problems in their love life. That's all I saw was Geminis having problems in their love life. You know, going around fighting with people claiming that it's love and it's not. Okay. But anyway, Mercury rules over thinking, communication, intellect, and learning. So I'm very intelligent. So I've got Gemini in my chart, and that's why I talk to the Gemini. I don't even want to hear it, because when I first put my channel up, I was sitting talk to Gemini till I was blue in the face. You know, I was sitting 30, 45 minutes just talking and talk. Look, I'm tired. Y'all it's taking too much energy trying to get y'all to figure this out. And then you refuse to do it. You're in denial. Oh, my Lilith in Gemini shows bisexual energy. Yeah. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Yeah. And so is the tarot, Knighted. So is the tarot. Yeah. So for me, I think that you should know what other people's deal breakers are, because I can't deal with insecure people, and I can't deal with people that, look, when it's time to take care of business and it's time to work, we going to work. I don't have no time for all that who shot John or whatever. You know, look, I got my agenda. You know, well, not my agenda, my education. And if I'm educating people, you know, don't sit up here and interrupt me and try to make it seem like I'm doing something wrong, because that shows me that now you probably ain't even insecure. You up to no good. You playing around with me. Okay. And I got you on candid camera now. I don't play that, man. I got to feed my children. And when you bring insecurity to the table, that's where nothing from nothing leads to nothing. And your energy will not be accepted in that case, because ain't nobody got time for that. And most of the time, people that are like that, they give all their power to somebody else, and they're like, you know, procurers of energy or something. Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to? Because I'll dump you in a minute as a friend or whoever. I'll be like, wait a minute, are you trying to steal my energy? Click, don't call me no more. I'll block you and change my damn number. Are you kidding me? I don't deal with folks like that. People like that cause a lot of problems. They have a lot of problems in their own life. Okay. I'm trying to get my own. I don't have parents to take care of me. Okay. I'm taking care of people over here. I ain't got time to sit up here dealing with your insecurity where you mad at me because you saw somebody talking to me in a chat room. It's a lot of people that's going to be in my chat room. And if you don't agree with what I'm saying, then don't agree with what I'm saying. Just don't bother me when I'm doing my thing, because I don't bother nobody else. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I like to stay single. But then again, it ain't gonna be like that for long. But you know, it irritates people when you're dealing with that insecure person that is so insecure that, you know, what are you trying to kill me? You trying to make it so I can't make my money? That you trying to kill me then? Anybody that messes with your money is trying to kill you. It's called survival of the fittest. Okay, it ain't, you know, and when people got plans for their life, and you think you just gonna come in, I'm just gonna change all the plans and make, you know, people totally codependent on me. That's what Geminis want. You want folks to be codependent on you. You want it. No. Because when you kill somebody's money, you're killing their creativity. And I will if you're a man that doesn't support my business and doesn't support what I do, I will cut you off, and I will cut the head off of the snake so quick. And that's what folks is doing to you, because it's ridiculous. So you guys are going through that, to where the male Geminis, you know, they want to treat females like they're incapable. They want to treat females like they're incapable of being my creative self. And then if I got something to say on an important issue, you're not going to tell me to shut up. Insecurity breeds poverty. Knighted. Don't forget poverty. Insecure, jealous people too damn jealous to even go to work every day, because they looking at the people around them trying to figure out how they can destroy their reputation, because they're upset about what they accomplished. And you know what? There are going to be a lot of people that are going to see, first of all, ain't nobody stupid. We all see this about you, right? We all see it. Nobody's dumb. We can all see it happening right before us, Gemini. Okay? We can see it. And, you know, it's a waste of energy. Again, I'm wondering, what do they do with all this energy when they're taking it? What are they doing with all this spiritual energy? You know, it's a trip. I'm telling y'all. I am telling y'all. And you know what? I have noticed that about a lot of people. And when you get done dealing with them, you feel drained. You know, they'll sit up there and tell you other people that you need to cut out of your life. And you sitting up there thinking, well, hell, I need to cut you off too, if that's the case. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, insecurity is not good. It's a feeling. Insecurity is an awful feeling that you get. It manifests in your stomach, and it makes your stomach go in knots. It makes you scared. All of a sudden, you're experiencing some kind of fear or phobia that doesn't actually exist, and you like, what is going on here? I mean, literally. And from what I can hear from your lovers, Gemini, is that you flip-flop and switch up very easily. Okay? You flip-flop and you be switching up and flip-flopping and stuff. And that's a problem. Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. And then, you know what? It is narcissism, and the problem is that people keep trying to help narcissistic people, and if you're going to do that, there is definitely you know, a risk that you take. You have to be very, very strong when you're dealing with these people, because they will try to destroy you. They will try to destroy your you know, your self-esteem. Yeah. So, and it's not that you have low self-esteem. What happens is that when you're put in certain positions, when you're put in certain situations, you may have been put in that situation before, or as a child, you may have seen another adult or an adult handling the situation like that. And what you did was you took that in to your subconscious. And this is why, so a lot of male Geminis that had fathers that were insecure, then of course, they're going to be insecure, and they don't even know that they're doing it. They're in total denial of doing it, because they'll switch up on you. I've noticed them being in total denial about some of the stuff that they do. And then, and y'all can't do that. So I've already said that Geminis, do have multiple personalities. I've always felt that way. People have accused me of that, but insecure is not one of my personalities, and I don't choose to keep people around that make me feel insecure. Why would I do that? That's stupid. That's stupid. You want to be around people that are very secure. You don't want to be around people that are broke and going nowhere. Okay, hello. Who wants to be around folks that are broke and going nowhere? Who? Name that person to me, so that we can just go ahead and just let that person know, hey, you're gonna be shark bait. That's all you're gonna do, is you just gonna get eaten by sharks. And my parents knew that I would make it. I have a lot of Gemini in my chart. That's probably why I excelled in school like I did. That's probably why. I've always been very intelligent, very into mathematics. I kind of shied away from math though, because I don't really like all of the fucking complicated math. I don't think it's necessary, and I just don't deal with it. Okay. But I've always been very intelligent my whole life. They said that my auntie said that she took me to get tested, and that I showed special gifts at a young age. And from there, I've always felt like there was some sort of unseen force that I couldn't quite see, that was always trying to stop me and hold me back from getting to where I want to go. So I'm not going to sit up here and say, well, Geminis, I hate you and I'm done with you. When y'all go off into that mode, I can't talk to you. I can't talk to you. Because it's very unhealthy. Yeah, it's not good. That's just like for me, I had to stop being so. It wasn't that I was being emotional. People kept telling me, oh my God, you're being too emotional. You're being too emotional. You're being too emotional. But guess what? I'm still emotional, but I'm better, right? I am. And then I took it all as a learning and growing process, even the past few years. And I'm very proud of myself. But you know what element I was missing? The fact that I am an empath. And it wasn't about being too emotional. It was about absorbing too many people and their emotions. Because I'm not going to do that. If you're insecure, I am not going to absorb that. That is not good for business at all. So what insecure people will do is they will end up, hold on. They will end up, hold on a minute. Let me answer my text real quick. Yeah, exactly. Your Mars is your, okay. So, oh, Lord. Okay, hold on, guys. And what it does is it makes you a very unstable, unreliable partner, is what it does. That ain't nobody going to want to deal with if you're that unstable. But what I had to do was, instead of internalizing everything and allowing my emotions to react, I had to learn to stop doing that. So yeah, I am less emotional. Even though I can sense emotion, I don't have to allow it to rip me apart or tear me down. So if you want somebody to love you, then start being lovable. Stop making it hard to love you, Gemini. People do love you, but you mess it up because you fly off the handle and get upset about nothing. Okay? I am actually promoting, or not promoting. If you guys are ready to heal from years and years of spiritual abuse, I've got my regular healing is on sale, and I've got the new mind, body, and spirit healing and protection for empaths, telepaths, and sensitives. Okay, so I just created this, and I'm so excited. I want some of you to be some of the first people that participate, or that, you know, it's like my, not guinea pig. You're not a guinea pig. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. But my Serenity, Peace, Tranquility, Healing, Aura Cleanse, and Chakra Therapy Ritual is on sale for the month of February. If you are somebody that is watching this and you're ready to experience love and not insecurity, you know, because I feel like old habits die hard. Okay, so I gotta go, y'all, because we got an old habit that done sprung up here. I gotta go. I'll see y'all later. If you guys need to reach me, the link is below to my website. Check out TerraQueenJamila.thedivinemommy.com. Oh, and I'll make a special announcement right after this. I'm gonna come right back. My consultations are 100, but I'll make a deal with you. I'll give you guys $50 towards your spell work. Okay, for the consultation. In particular, if you get it the same day, which most people get it the same day, some people come back later, that's fine. But so if you guys want to know about that, because I don't, you know, I know that everybody likes to save money. So, you know, and I get so many clients, like I'm constantly busy, constantly. You know what I'm saying? So male and female, I take male and female clients, okay? Male, female, white or black, good or bad, indifferent, okay? All right, I'll see y'all later. Love and light.